EU citizen and non-EU family member or EU family member may or will not be qualified or eligible for settled status if they break the continuity of residence. This is very important for EU citizen and their family member, those who has pre-settled status, because there is a trap on the pre-settled status, and in the letter there are two lines statement and description. This is itself a trap, and I explain you what is continuous residence briefly and how you may not be eligible for settled status after 5 years. Continuous residence means if you had pre-settled status and if you stay outside the United Kingdom more than 6 months, you will break the continuity of your residence in the UK. And when you will come to the UK and then you will apply for settled status, Home Office will refuse your application on the ground break of continuity of residence. And what is the trap is in the letter, because pre-settled status letter said, well, when you will come to the UK, when you will apply for settled status, Home Office refused the settled status. You could argue that, well, hang on, I was told that I wouldn't lose my pre-settled status unless I left the UK for more than 2 years. That is the trap. Yes, if you left the UK, if you live outside the United Kingdom, and if you come after 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 years, you will not lose your pre-settled status. However, you will not get your settled status, because to get settled status, the condition is you must not be outside the United Kingdom for more than 6 months. So those who get pre-settled status, you are not still safe. You are under immigration control. You must maintain your continuity of residence. That means you cannot stay outside the United Kingdom more than 6 months until you got settled status. Now, there are two groups of people who got pre-settled status. So if you got pre-settled status before 31st December 2020, and if you break your pre-settled status before 31st December 2020, means you was outside the United Kingdom for more than 6 months before 31st December 2020, this is the one group. Other group is those who got pre-settled status anytime before 31st December of 2020. However, they break their continuity residence, mean they was outside the United Kingdom after 31st December 2020. Two group status will be different. So those who break their continuity of residence prior to 31st December 2020, and they came back to the UK before 31st December 2020, for them, they can apply again for pre-settled status at any point before it expires, or before 31st June 2020. They will not be qualified for settled status. However, as they entered UK or came back to the UK prior to transitional period 31st December 2020, because of this, they can apply again for pre-settled status, but not for settled status. So they have a remedy. Those who break their continuity of residence after 31st December 2020 means they got pre-settled status either before 31st December or after 31st December 2020. However, they went back outside the UK, or they will go back to their home country. They will stay outside the United Kingdom for more than 6 months. They will not be able to apply for settled status. They can continue to stay in the UK, work until their pre-settled status expire. And then what are the remedy? How can they stay in the UK after that? They will be required, or they would need to leave the UK once their pre-settled status expire, or make an application to remain under the normal UK immigration system. So this is the remedy. So this is a very important message for EU citizen and their family member. If you have pre-settled status, make sure you stay in the UK, make your home in the UK. Don't go outside the UK for holiday or for any reason to stay more than 6 months. If you stay outside the UK more than 6 months, you will not be eligible for settled status. So this is the message for today. A very brief, but it is it carry very important message that how EU citizen and EU family member can lose their right to remain in the UK under EU settlement scheme. So if you think that you was outside the UK more than 6 months prior to 31st December 2020, and you came back before 31st December 2020, you should apply again for pre-settled status. Otherwise, you will not get settled status in future because your continuity of residence has been break. If you recently, after 31st December or in future, if you break the continuity of residence and you wasn't in the UK more than 6 months, then you will not be eligible for settled status. In future, when your pre-settled status will expire, you need to apply to leave to remain under the normal immigration rule. So you may be eligible for 10 years long residence, 20-year long residence, or you may be eligible for under the Article 8, private on the basis of private and family lives. It will be a long procedure, long route for you to get settled status. So be careful. This is a short message for you. I hope it will help you, and it's a important warning for EU citizens, those who love this country to want to stay in the UK. Make sure don't breach the continuity of residence means you shouldn't stay outside the UK more than 6 months. Of course, there are some exceptional circumstances. For example, currently under due to COVID-19 pandemic, if or because of the travel restriction, if you cannot enter within the 6 months, there is exception which is available up to 1 year, but of course you will be required to provide evidence for this. Thank you very much for who watch, and I do appreciate for your comment. I'll not take any question. If you need any help, if you need any advice, please contact to my office. There is the telephone number is available, and any of my colleagues will able to help you in future. Everyone enjoy your evening. Have a nice evening again. Bye bye.